There we go. Hello,
Here we
everyone.
are.
I'm Lonnie.
I'm Lindsey.
We are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux in Hixson, Tennessee, and we are live at the store. Um,
And Lonnie is full of so much energy. You can tell. He's just.
really? Can you really tell?
We're in Hixson. And we're live.
Well, I was I've been
He's a little
doing all
eerie.
right. A lot more. I did a stream about an hour and a half ago.
Okay.
I played Fortnite on the Switch, which was about the same as the PS4, but you could tell that it wasn't quite as visually polished.
I have seen Fortnite played quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
On what system?
I believe they have Xbox One.
Okay, well, see, the Xbox One...
Pretty sure all the boys in the house have an Xbox One.
Yeah, the Xbox One and the PlayStation
So many of
4 are very comparable.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Switch is made to be portable.
Right, yeah.
So when you play it on the TV, games that are on other systems, you can tell they're not quite as... It's like... Really, the biggest thing that got my attention was you've seen at the beginning of Fortnite where you're in that bus flying above the island.
No, I've only seen Fortnite like walking through the living room and going, "Oh, you're playing Fortnite again," and occasionally their dad being like, "Gotta drop over there." Like, "No, there's a storm coming." Then something about a circle and
Yeah, okay. Well,
sounds stressful.
anyway, let's say...
There's parachutes. You can play as Thanos.
Well, that ain't a thing anymore, I don't think.
I don't know.
That was
You
just
could.
during the Avengers Infinity
There
War.
was a time.
But let's say...
Now they're playing Grand Theft Auto a lot.
Yeah, I'll
His
probably
kids,
end
not
up
my
doing that
kids.
soon. Let's say we had this cord, okay?
Yes.
And
We
it
do have it.
looks like this on PlayStation 4. Okay?
Uh-huh.
It's nice cord. On the Switch, you can actually see like the pixelated edges.
So it's not
You
as high
get what I'm-
resolution. They had to shave some resis off to
Yes.
get work.
Yes, it's just probably about 75%.
Remember the Game Boy? That was awesome.
It was.
Yeah.
It still is.
Like and when you got the one that was the Game Boy Color, and really it was just like slightly different shades of gray green.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was a
Like
little bit of
pinkish.
dark red, maybe.
Yeah, it was great.
They're
Played that.
actually, from what I understand, they are talking about. They had the Nintendo Classic, the Mini.
Right.
That had
Yeah.
all the games in it.
Because we love to burn our money.
Then they put a Super Nintendo out,
Mhm.
a little mini Super Nintendo. Now I'm hearing that they haven't officially announced anything yet, but
They're doing the next logical thing and bringing back Game Boys. Is that
yeah,
okay.
they're, from what I understand, it's going to be like a little Game Boy with
Right.
all the games built in,
That's cool.
and maybe even like a backlit screen to where you could play it in the dark.
I mean, I burn my money on dumber things, so if
I
that's
would,
your jams, go for it.
I would pay $100 for that, with a bunch of games built in and the look of the original Game Boy. Holy crap!
I mean, I imagine I would play it as long as I played the Game Boy when I actually had one.
How much was that?
Like
Very little?
Like never. I think I gave it to one of my friends after a couple of weeks.
Well, it would have to have all the Mario games. It would have to have like the Castlevania
I feel like I
games
had
that were on
Kirby
it,
maybe on it. Or
Metroid,
something.
Zelda, and Tetris. Like if you put all the Mario games, all the Castlevania games, all the Metroid games, and Tetris, I'd pay $100 for that.
Can you not just get those on your phone?
Yeah, but I like tactile feedback. I don't like a touch screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like
will
the
admit,
buttons.
I did like video games a lot better when your options were up, down, left, right, A, B. That was a lot
Yeah,
better
and
for me.
you ran from left to right,
Yeah.
jumped up and down. You didn't have to worry about using another stick to look around. And
That was the glory days.
you didn't have two triggers on each side.
Yeah, now if I have to play, it's just me doing this the whole time, going, I don't know.
I will say we are watching the live chat now. Star Fox Fan
hello.
11 says, "Hello guys, I have no clue who you are. I've never seen you in the chat before. Welcome."
Oh, I thought he was saying he didn't know who we were.
No,
and I
no,
was going
no.
to say, neither do we.
This had never had the Game Boy, but I had the Game Boy Advance though. No, I did. I had the Game Boy Advance SP. You could play it. It was the one that looked like a flip open cell phone.
Okay.
And it had a backlit screen, and you could play both Game Boy Advance and regular Game Boy games in it. They both fit in the bottom. And you could carry that thing around, rechargeable battery in it. Holy crap, it was amazing. Tyler Perrier says Fortnite through the living room is too much Fortnite. People either love that game and play it 24/7, or they hate it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not a video game connoisseur, so it's kind of all the same to me. Well, except I will throw out there, I'm not a fan of Grand Theft Auto happening so much, because that is not an appropriate game. I assume they don't do things with the hookers. I don't know, but there's a lot of cussing, and I'm not
Grand Theft Auto 5?
anti-cussing.
Oh,
but I just
there's,
feel like it's a bit much. It's
Grand
not
Theft-
even like flavor. It's just like they're just like enough.
Well, you know what? If you play Grand Theft Auto 5, I probably don't even need to tell you this.
I mean, my kids aren't playing it.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Well, you said that Grand Theft Auto 5 was a thing now, and
I mean, his kids play it. He's a much more loosey goosey.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say,
entertainment parent,
if you play Grand Theft Auto 5 offline, where it's just you playing and you're not like online, and you walk into a strip club, there's some nips.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen.
I was very surprised.
Fine lines of parenting.
I was very surprised the first time I played that game because I walked in there on accident. And
as one does. Always.
Yeah.
Every time I walk to a strip, it's totally been on accident.
Yeah, it was. I wandered in there thinking it was a pharmacy.
Oh man.
And the lights were kind of weird, and I was like, "Hey, there's dancing people in here." You know how it happens?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you just
yeah.
randomly end up in there.
Like I love Cheetos. I want to see cats.
Happens twice a week.
Yeah.
Anyway, still on my SP, though the backlight no longer works.
Aw.
Then it is a regular Game Boy at that point, friend. No Pokemon. That's like the big thing for mobile gaming. Crap! I didn't even think about Pokemon. Pokemon was like the Game Boy Color seller.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon Yellow,
We had
Pokemon
some
Red,
Game Boy
Pokemon
Color
Blue.
thingy-majiggers there for a hot minute. My kids did.
Well, the original Pokemon was amazing.
Yeah.
That was what got
And there
everybody.
was a chocolate milk incident, and I was like, okay, no more.
I don't even want to know.
No more expensive electronics while they're...
Wound up getting the Revo K101 for my Game Boy needs. Great clone console, comes with a little flash card. I've never heard of that actually. But I mean, you know, they do make,
What is this?
you know, like Nintendo clones. You can get like a little system that will play Nintendo games. It's not a Nintendo, but it'll play Nintendo games. They have those things that'll play regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis,
Fascinating.
all in one thing. It's like a Retron. Well, he's talking about they have a little Game Boy that'll.
Wicked.
It's
Nice.
not made by Nintendo. Anyway, I feel like
Understood.
I've gotten you to talk more about video games in this first 5
Yeah,
minutes.
like,
than
I
we
mean, I'll
have.
talk about them. That doesn't mean I know anything about them. I will tell you and go,
Um, But yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I'm talkative today.
Well, good. You perked
Thanks
up.
to-
See,
yeah,
I called
thanks
you
to
on it, and now you're...
Dunkin' Donuts. And
So,
their,
you mentioned the E3, which, again, video games. I know it relates to. Is it like it's like a event, right? Where they like announce like Gen Con is for me. E3 is for you.
Probably so, because I don't know what Gen Con is.
See?
But but
Exactly.
what E3 is it's like I think it's like a 4 or 5 day event where all your big video game producers have press conferences where they show off new trailers, world premieres, and announce big games.
Oh, something made you cry, right?
2 things did.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Only one that I actively
When I
talked
say I
about.
saw posts, there's a good chance they were just yours.
Yeah, I'm like, see, I have like a Halo tattoo right there, and I am a huge Halo fan, huge. Now the problem is, I never got an Xbox One, so I've not been able to play Halo 5, but I've played and beat Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, and Halo Wars, and Halo 4. So that's like 6 Halo games that I've played and beat.
Wow.
I've not been able to play Halo 5 because I haven't owned it, haven't owned the system to play it yet. But I'm getting there. Before the end of this year, I'm going to have an Xbox One, Halo 5. But anyway, they announced Halo Infinite, which I'm assuming is Halo 6. And they play.
I mean, there was like 8 of them between 1 and 4. I don't know why you would think that one is 6 if they didn't number it.
Well, this showed Master Chief, and it had like music from Halo 3. And I didn't know what
he was in Wreck-It Ralph, right?
Master Chief was.
Was he, or something?
It seems like I've seen Wreck-It Ralph, but I don't remember Master Chief. He's the dude in like the big green space armor. He's like got a big green space suit.
I feel like I saw a cartoon where he was referenced or something.
I mean, they had Halo, what was it, Halo Legends?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a DVD of like 5 or 6 different cartoons, like animated things.
That's fun.
And the one that he was in was actually like a high def CGI beautiful cartoon.
I'm for it.
But anyway,
Bring
yeah,
on
I
the
did. Cougar Russ's Bring Back Frogger.
Oh, that's just trying to cross the street in downtown. I live Frogger.
Yeah, we can actually do that. So yeah, I actually saw. I didn't know that it was going to be Halo Infinite.
Right.
It was the first opening trailer for the conference, and I'm just sitting there watching, and I'm like, dang, this actually looks like a good game. And then the music plays, and it shows Master Chief's helmet being hung, and I was like Amber's standing there next to me watching, and I just
full emotional experience for you.
It was, and
spiritual.
the only thing that even came close to topping that was right towards the end of the event, like 2 or 3 days later, and Bethesda finally, I guess, just to get the fans off their backs, announced Elder Scrolls 6.
Okay.
But it was more like, we're not expecting the next generation consoles to come out until at least late next year.
Right.
Because they haven't even been announced yet. So realistically, we're looking at 2019 or 2020 for next generation consoles. Bethesda announced some other unrelated brand new game that they've never done for next generation consoles, which means it's going to be next year or the year after that. Then they said after that, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out. It could be 4 or 5 years from now, so I'm just like, at least we know it's coming.
Right. You can be frothing at the mouth and yearning for what will be.
Yes. So
That's fair.
I mean, aside from that, Kingdom Hearts 3 got a release date, January 29th of next year. I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but a lot of the people that I associate with are super excited about that.
Yeah. I remember wanting to try to play it when it first came out. What?
Amber in the chat, Kingdom Hearts 3! And I just so happened to say it, so I guess our mind link is alive and well. Cougar Russ said the flood gave him nightmares on Halo. Yes, it was creepy back in the day, but now it's like, the flood. But anyway, to me, that was E3.
Right.
Those 2 games, and then Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I did see a lot of people very excited about various games coming out, announcements, stuff. Again, sorry that I'm being vague about that, but I just sort of glance over and go, oh, good, Tony's happy about something. Or, I don't know what that is, but yay for them. You can support people without having a damn clue what they're into. Good for you.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, so if you watched our show last time, which was 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
you got to witness our wonderful guest, Tara Hamilton, a local writer who does writer, artist, but she had a Kickstarter for Volume 2 of her comic book, Arrow, A-R-R-O.
Yep.
And so big congratulations to Tara, because shortly after that, her Kickstarter funded and was successful, and she will be able to print and get prints out of her comic book and make more glorious things.
Did you find out exactly how much she got compared to what the goal was?
No, because I don't get good signal in here.
I'll pull it up.
But I will be happy to bring my copy when it comes in and show everybody.
Oh yeah, I would definitely love to see that.
So congratulations, Tara, and your associate whose name escapes me right now.
I really, really wish, because I love her work.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish I would have had the money to like put in on that, because I would have loved to have gotten a copy. I mean, granted, I'm sure I'll be able to still.
Right, yeah.
Which,
but, on the Kickstarter level. Alright, so we will go from chatting about things that I don't know about.
Oh, the goal was $2,000. She got 2,513.
Woo-hoo!
That's pretty good
That
to
is
get
good.
25% over goal.
Yeah, awesome. Alright, switching gears. Video games,
Uh-huh.
tabletop games.
Okay.
Woo-hoo!
What are those?
Alright, tabletop games. Tabletop role-playing games such as D&D and Pathfinder. Of course, that is a role-playing game that is played generally at a table with your friends and is about creative narrative and building a story together. Although it can be played online with a virtual table or any other fun way that you can come up with to be able. You could pen pal it if you had that kind of time. But
I like the concept of virtual tables. You don't have to be there together.
Right.
You could play online.
Yeah. Which is like.
Does it look good? I mean.
There are several. Well, not several. There's a couple that I know of. There's Fantasy Grounds and Roll20 that both seem pretty hardy in the imagery and quality of product. However, the whole looking at a computer screen and not physically being in the room with your friends is why I don't play that way.
It's almost like playing a video game.
If that is your game style, or that is the only way that you have access to play, then it's awesome that that's a tool that's available. I just like to be with my people when I play.
I mean, I like being like. It's kind of like a catch-22 for me. Like I want the experience of getting together in a room with some food and drinks and doing the thing with the people, but at the same time, how my schedule works, it's almost like the computer way is almost the way that would be easiest for me.
And so it's great that it's an option. Like, I don't poo-poo on it at all. It's
I don't
just
know.
not what I want.
Like I really. I'm still saying we need to get together for the end of the summer.
But this fall, last fall I was super excited because Tomb of Annihilation was coming out, and my players are finally because of them, but just because we only play for like 2 hours a week and it just takes a long time. But they're finally getting to like the meaty parts of it. But this fall, which hopefully we will be wrapped up in time for, 2 new adventure modules are coming out. There's Waterdeep Dragon Heist and Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So you start your adventure in the city of Waterdeep, and a famous D&D character, Volo, of Volo's Guide, has a thing he needs your party to do, and so your party is gonna city crawl and delve and information find and treasure hunt and maybe uncover some dirty deeds by the government. Who knows? Or it might not be government related at all, but there's gonna be something. Then, once you've gotten that wrapped up, you can enter the caverns below the Yawning Portal Tavern, which leads you to the Undermountain and the dungeon of the Mad Mage Hallister. And that is the second portion of the whole adventure. So you start off in Waterdeep, like levels 1 to 5-ish. Once you've wrapped that up, then you're 5-ish to level 20, which I haven't experienced one above like a level 11 before.
I have a couple of questions.
So it's gonna be like so cool, and like dungeons and traps and monsters, and it's gonna be so much fun.
Novice Lonnie has some questions.
Yes.
Number one, these expansions
September
that come
18th.
out, these little campaigns and things, typically ballpark, if you play them normally, and I'm saying not on the slow end, not on the fast end, just typical run through, how long does an expansion like that typically provide in terms of entertainment value?
I would say if had a consistent weekly 4 hours of play, which should be about the average. Still at that, you're looking from anywhere from 6 to 9 months of gameplay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Depending on how much role playing your group does.
Okay.
How into their characters they're getting. It'll be a little faster if you're playing with organized play, which is the Adventurers League, just because those are generally more get things done driven. Like, there's not a lot of time for character development stuff. You're in there to slay the things, solve the puzzles, get the loot. In a home game, though, there's a lot more time to build a story together with your friends.
Honestly, I was expecting you to say 40 hours. But because to me, that's
with your
typically
friends, you can spend hours. It's sort of a dungeon master joke. You can spend 20 minutes in a fairly intense combat scene, and then your players can take 3 hours deciding whether or not they're going to cross a bridge.
God, I could not do that.
Well, no, there's shenanigans that ensue in that time, but they might go off on a whole tangent that you had no idea they were going to. But that's the fun part.
Chat is active.
Oh my gosh!
I'm looking over here, okay, we got Amber, Neil Beowulf, Josh Waldrop's popped in.
Ooh.
Everybody saying hello, and then Ashley popped in and said, "Lindsey, your hair."
I got it trimmed.
I'm gonna start calling you Ramona Flowers.
Wow. It's so
I don't
easy
mean
to
that in a
change.
bad way.
No, I like Ramona.
Of course.
I can't make quite the drastic changes that she did, because that would kill my heart as often as I do it. But yes, so those new modules come out September 18th. Super excited about that. And then if you are more of a Pathfinder sort, which is more or less D&D 3.5, we're on 5 now, but Pathfinder 2.0 is going to be released at Gen Con in August? I feel like it's August. I didn't write it down. But Gen Con is the big tabletop role-playing event of the year. The games get released. People set up tables to expo their new games that they've come up with.
Where is
demo things in Geneva, Illinois.
Okay.
Home of Gary Gygax, I believe. So
Neil
if I have
Beowulf
some of my
is talking
facts
about you.
wrong, I'm sorry.
He said, "Notice the sign above your head. Apparently you have full series runs and huge lots."
I did recently switch to the Mediterranean diet, which is a lot of vegetables. So you're not entirely wrong, Neil.
Okay. Anyway, let's continue on.
Oh, did that make things weird? All right.
Yeah, totally.
And let's see. You know what I like though? Probably even more than tabletop role-playing games.
Sleep.
Kitty cats.
Ah, see where we're going.
I'm a big fan of kitty cats. I'm a super big fan of adopted kitty cats. My kitty cat is an adopted kitty cat. And
my
this month,
Logan is an adopted kitty cat.
The month of June is Adopted Cat Month at the Humane Educational Society here in Chattanooga.
Which is about 16 more days of that left.
But they always have kitties. Now, as if kitties aren't just fantastic on their own, and an Adopt a Cat Month isn't the cat's whiskers, you can also name your own adoption fee. Of course, the adoption fee is normally only $25, and that comes with a chip and being fixed, and I don't know why you would
not a bad price
think that
anyway.
that's steep, but if for some reason that is too much for you, but you can still take care of a kitty cat, go get you one or two.
Yeah.
And if for some reason you have a cat and it's not fixed, you should remedy that. We have Wally's Friends and a spay-neuter clinic here in town. Reduced prices, or just contact your local Humane Educational Society and ask them for resources.
Oh, a lot of these places will actually have like pickup points
Mm-hmm.
to where like if you can't make it there, there's usually like a little drop off point, like you know, like on the first Tuesday of every month or something like that. They have a lot of places that you can just not too far out of the way, like you know, if you live on the other side of town or something.
Yep.
I'll have to look more into that, but I do know they exist. So.
Yeah. So just to get this off my chest, totally stopped being friends with someone this week because they said that they were so excited that their cats were mating because they really wanted kittens. Not like a special breed or anything. They just wanted them to have kittens. Because there's not enough kittens that need homes in the world.
I don't even want to get on my soapbox.
Yeah.
And Ashley's already on the soapbox in the chat right now.
Yeah, so
because she
this
works
person
there.
is no longer my friend because I was just like, I can't believe you are that selfish and irresponsible.
Oh yeah, there are literally dozens
Yeah.
of cats and kittens.
Just because he wanted to see what their babies would look like. I was like, no, we're not on the same page with life. So,
yeah.
anyway, that was kind of an aside. But the important thing is, people's Adopt a Cat Month.
Yes.
If you don't want to adopt a pet, you don't have to. I'm not going to twist your arm. But keep in mind, the Humane Educational Society does have a gift wish list on Amazon.
Yep.
You can buy them things and send it straight to them.
You're over scoring points with Ashley.
Yeah, we should push them.
I actually kind of transitioning, segueing over.
See how this works.
Yeah, we have our coming up soon, just over 2 months away. We're really gonna start talking about it from about this point on. Mario Kart event here at Infinity Flux. We're gonna have silent auction items, door prizes, donations, and Mario Kart. People will be able to. I haven't really decided exactly what we're gonna do, but I'm kind of leaning towards, beat me at Mario Kart again. But I'm having to practice because I'm not as good at the Switch Mario Kart. Really having to practice because compared to the Super Nintendo version, I suck. But also means probably a little easier to qualify for whatever big prize we're giving away.
Right. Good deal.
Maybe.
So, and that is a fundraiser for...
Yep, the Humane Educational Society.
Yeah.
In Chattanooga, Tennessee. And
if you don't live here, you should go support the one that's close to you.
You could, or they do have an online. It's heschat.org/donate.
Yep.
And you can actually go on there and donate, like in our name. UNN fundraiser is an option on their thing.
Yeah, donate to ours. It's totally...
I mean, it goes into like
throw money at ours.
General fund,
Yeah.
Which was funny because there was actually one day somebody got on there. I have no clue who it was, but they got on there and made like a substantial donation and picked us as the reason. And Ashley was like, this is before, I think it was before I even really knew Ashley. We were just kind of emailing back and forth.
Who works for
And she was like, hey, do you know this person? I have no freaking clue who that is. They just kind of randomly picked us. I was like, hey, ta-da.
Okay. Well.
Maybe she can remember that a little easier than I can. But yeah, all cats are name your price right now.
Mm-hmm. You can give your little body.
Star Fox 11 said sigh humans. I think he's referencing your little story you told about the kitten breeders.
Anyway, not everyone understands the plight. Okay. So, I mean, people like, let's be honest, people like that, they're kind of monsters. You know what else is kind of a monster? Dinosaurs. I'm getting really good at these segues.
You know what? We are doing a hell of a job on that.
So, Jurassic World.
Yep. We are actually, I'm more excited about this movie than any other non-Marvel movie this summer. Because, we've got like Deadpool 2, Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's not going to beat those, but this is the top non-comic movie.
Yeah.
Myself, Amber, single Sarah, and I believe Ashley are all going to see that on opening night Thursday. Trying to talk Ashley into reviewing it with us because she's kind of unofficially not only is like the Humane Educational Society person, but she's kind of become part of the group. You know how like you kind of have that person that hangs out and then they just eventually become part of the family, and like you don't really know how it happened.
Yeah, like on all the '90s sitcoms, there's always that person. Who was it on The Fresh Prince? What was his name? Like Jazz.
Jazz, yeah, Jazz would just kind of pop in.
Ashley, they're Jazz.
It was Urkel in Family Matters.
True.
And who was the dorky girl in Full House? The skinny girl.
Yeah, man.
Amber knows. Help us out.
I should know.
I should know too, because I had a thing for her for a while. Let's see. Star Fox fan 11 says, I too am excited for Jurassic World. The game is amazing, so I'm excited to see how the movie turns out. I'm assuming that's the mobile game.
Is it the mobile game, Star Fox?
It's like an augmented reality thing where you can like hatch dinosaurs and stuff. Might have to play that.
I'm super stoked. I'm hoping it will also afford me a few more dinosaur sound effects for my Tomb of Annihilation game. I don't know if you noticed. I'm not super great at making dinosaur sounds for my players. Not all dinosaurs go ark. But they do in my game, unfortunately, unless I have time to pull up something.
Are you looking forward to Jurassic World?
Yeah, I love dinosaur movies.
Okay, just make sure. I mean, even though you love dinosaurs, you never know.
Yeah,
because some people are expecting this movie to be like a hot stinker, and I'm like, no, I think this is going to be a fun movie to watch.
I mean, are there big dinosaurs running around doing dinosaur things? Then I'm going to like it.
It's going to be like crossing a Steven Spielberg Jurassic Park movie with a Michael Bay film about an exploding volcano. It's going to be amazing. And not to mention, Jeff Goldblum is going to reprise the role of...
Who wasn't going to love that?
What's his name? Ian Malcolm?
Sure.
That was his name? He was the...
I don't know. I can't think of Jeff Goldblum without thinking of him in Earth Girls Are Easy, and then I just sort of go
is
down
that
a
the
rabbit
one where
hole
him
for
and
a
Jim
little bit.
Carrey
Yeah.
and all of them
They're
were like the
aliens.
fuzzy dudes that got shaved?
Yeah.
I should have really described that a lot better.
Yeah.
They were aliens.
My brain goes every time I
They were multicolored furry aliens that once they landed and like they basically shaved all of their fur off and they looked human.
It was really cool.
That's a better description.
It's a good campy movie, and dear sweet mercy, Jeff looks unreasonably
Gibbler.
attractive.
Kimmy Gibbler was her name. Okay, so thanks, Amber, for that. Jurassic World Evolution is the name of the game. Anything but mobile, Tyler Perry says. It's on Steam and console. Is that a free game, or is that something I got to go buy? Let me know.
My kids play things on Steam.
I mean, I have a Steam account.
I have an old one that I set up God knows how long ago, and I get emails on the daily about how someone from some unpronounceable country is trying to hack it, and I'm just like, I don't know what the password is, just delete it. It's funny. There's like literally nothing tied to it. Like even if they got into it, they'd just be like, well, that was a waste.
It's like the most worthless, like your account is like one of the most worthless Steam accounts on record.
Like it's literally like I set it up and never did anything with it. So there's no games, no payment information.
It's almost like what would happen if somebody tried to hack my bank account 28 days of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like they're really putting a lot of it. They have a program that's really putting a lot of effort in getting into an account that has.
It's like if you don't get me on payday, you're out of luck. Anyway.
Speaking of pleasant-looking male actors, Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah, he was famous for playing Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Star Wars prequels.
That is a thing that he is famous for. He's also fantastic in Big Fish and Moulin Rouge.
Never seen either one of those.
You need to see Big Fish.
Never even heard of that one.
Oh my god, it's so good.
At least I heard of Moulin Rouge. Wasn't that the one where they danced on the
Yeah,
tables?
it was a musical.
Wait, no, that was Coyote Ugly is what I'm thinking about.
Easily confusable. But no, you do need to see Big Fish.
Okay.
Do you have a dad?
Do I have a dad?
Yeah. Like, not... I mean, obviously, biologically, you have a male component in the creation, but do you have, like, a dad?
Yes.
You like?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You should rent that movie and watch it with him on Father's Day.
I have to work on Father's Day.
Well, on a day that you're celebrating Father's Day. For the love of God. It's a father-son movie. It's really good.
Holidays mean nothing to me. I mean, I do. I'll celebrate. It's kind of like a government facility. I observe it on a different day.
Right. You just...
Anyway. $55 for that game? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, anyway.
So, yeah, he's going to be in a movie. Ewan McGregor.
Yes. Has anybody ever seen The Shining with Jack Nicholson?
Have you seen it? Because that always feels like that's the first hurdle we should jump. Have you seen it?
I've seen that movie like 14 times.
Okay.
Yes.
We got one.
It also has one of the craziest endings. You know, like at the end where it shows the black and white photo on the wall. Yeah.
Endings. At the end. Yeah, I do. I have.
Look, The Shining's been out for like 30 plus years. If you haven't seen it by now, it's... We're going to go ahead and spoil the end of this movie. Like, Jack Nicholson goes crazy. I guess there's like ghosts or whatever influencing him.
It turns out the whole time it was just the dream of an autistic boy who was shaking a snow globe. Oh, that was...
Wasn't that like...
Yeah, that was...
Citizen Kane or something?
Like...
Anyway, but at the end, after everything's over with, it zooms in on the hallway, like this picture from like the 1920s or something, and it actually shows him in the crowd of people. And so I always wondered, was like he reincarnated from like a previous dude, or... I never did really understand, but that's one of the most speculated endings of any movie, almost more than 2001: A Space Odyssey, which surprisingly enough was another Stanley Kubrick film, which he tends to just have those crazy things.
Mind ticklers.
Oh, speaking of... no, not over there. I was just kind of pointing at you. I was in Walmart the other day, and for like $20, they have this Stanley Kubrick box set.
Oh.
It's like Clockwork Orange, Eyes Wide Shut, Full Metal Jacket, 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Shining, and like one or two other movies. And
yeah,
like,
I don't think I've ever been able to watch one of his movies in one sitting. I have to break it up into two, because I always fall asleep. Not because it just gets sluggish in parts, I guess, but I always... And I'm not a fall asleep person. Like, I struggle with sleep.
I've only watched part of Clockwork Orange. I've watched all Full Metal Jacket all in one sitting. Mm-hmm. I've watched all The Shining all in one sitting. 2001: A Space Odyssey all in one sitting. And I fast forwarded through the good parts of Eyes Wide Shut. So, I was in high school. Don't judge me.
That's fine.
But, anyway.
We had
the reason we're talking about The Shining anyway is because Ewan McGregor, if you've watched The Shining, the little boy who was in it, Danny Torrance, this movie is going to be called Dr. Sleep, and it's actually based on the Stephen King book that was a sequel to The Shining. And he's going to play what I assume is an adult Danny Torrance, who is now living in society with all these crazy powers. Never read the book. I do plan on it, though. And by now, it's probably too late. I won't be able to find a copy of it anywhere.
You should go to your local library and see if they have it on audiobook via...
I cannot do audiobooks.
Man, that's my life now. I never have time to sit down and read.
I'll have to sit down and read.
Also,
I will
support your local library.
probably run to McKay's and grab a copy if they have it. Last time I went there, they had like 8 copies of it.
Wait, it's called Dr. Sleep? Is that the sequel?
Yeah, Dr. Sleep.
Hold that.
What, are you going to pull it up on Amazon or something?
No, I'm going to text my husband and see if that's one of the many Stephen King books he has.
I have a lot of Stephen King books, but I don't have that one. I don't even think I have The Shining.
This is the perfect time to text. It's on the air. I've always been.
I had a copy of The Shining.
A copy.
Because I remember reading part of it, but was it like a little paperback or something? I really need a hardcover of Skeleton Crew if I can find it. It had one of my favorite short stories called The Jaunt, which was creepy as hell.
Alright.
Let's see what we got. My Steam account is very full of games, to say the least, says Tyler Perrier. I have no doubt. Somebody thumbs down our video. Thank you for the interaction.
Well,
Right,
did they happen to offer any constructive criticism that would help us improve?
Probably not.
Well, then that was just... They must have a bad day.
They must not like my beard.
Well, I know we got a thumbs down. Was it last week because their internet connection wasn't good? And
That might have been where that came from.
I was just like,
I mean, we're doing pretty good here. Let me see what our connection... Is our connection saying? Good. Yeah. But...
I mean, we do this as a hobby, so...
Yeah, nobody's getting paid for this. I mean, we get paid in good feelings.
Right, yeah. And as always, we do ask that if you have ideas or suggestions or requests of topics covered, throw that in the comment section, and we will do our best to include that.
Hey, I'm not even against people just being like, hey, there's this local personality who draws comics or writes books or does music or whatever. Because we brought them on. You know, we had...
Yeah, we are a network. We like to network. So.
Were you here for the Resurrection Mary performances?
Yes. Remember? Because he played the Ninja Turtle song for me.
Oh, yeah. Because I remember Amber being here. Wasn't she here?
You cut me deep.
Was Amber here?
I assume. She normally was at the time. It's only been recently that she hasn't been able to be here.
Yeah, because she would normally come by after work because she didn't have any other choice.
Yeah, because you only had one vehicle, right?
Oh, so apparently Amber's at home looking at the bookshelf. And, any plans for FarleyCon this summer is what Josh said. I think...
We had Dude on, right?
Who?
The FarleyCon guy. He was a guest.
Yeah, Rocky. But that was for the spring FarleyCon. They have another one coming up in, I think, August. I'm pretty sure it's either the weekend right before or the weekend right after our Humane Educational Society event. And if that's the case, I have to work. But I almost bet that Amber and Single Sarah will be happy to show up and do some stuff. We'll see. But we do try to make it to FarleyCon.
Oh, yep, he's got it.
Yep, he does have it. That is it.
I will get that for you.
Okay, yeah, Amber was there. I mean, I remember you being there now because it was you, me, Heather, and Travis. Oh yeah, that was how we were set up.
Sure.
I think. And then most of the time I was over here while they were performing.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
I mean, I've only been your co-host for like a year now. It's cool that you totally forgot that I was here. I'm not crying.
Hey, you know what? I can honestly say that you were the best UNN live co-host I've ever had.
Oh.
You are. You're also the longest running. Congratulations.
Yeah. And I hate to run, so that's a feat. Sorry. That's all I do. All right. Well, I think we have covered all the topics that we had.
Have we? Don't say that. What do you have?
I did mine.
Oh my God.
The whole list.
We got done early.
See, we got Jurassic Park, Dr. Sleep, E3,
Yeah.
Dr. Cat, Pathfinder. Yeah.
Holy crap. Does anybody in the chat have anything they want covered before we call it a night? Crickets. Comic books. I will say...
There's a lot of things on those shelves that say, new, 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 new. You guys should come here and get some.
Yeah.
Comic books.
I want to show... Now, I talked about this on my personal profile. I'll be right back. You can carry it, Lindsay.
You know, normally I have a dad joke, like, ready to go, but not right now. So, chat. I'm gonna grab his phone so I can see what you're chatting, if you're chatting. Not really giving me much to work on. Work with. Okay, never mind. I won't. I got nothing, guys. I went through my stuff. It's not awkward at all right now.
No, that was actually... Because, see, what was funny is anytime I try to bring up something that I think is really good, I go over there, and lo and behold, it's sold out. Because I was going to suggest, hey, you know, if you're in the area, grab Infinity Countdown. There's 4 issues of it out so far. It's building up to the big Marvel thing that's going on right now. And they have 1, 2, 3, and 4 out, but only 2 and 3 in stock. 1 and 4 have sold out. And I actually read numbers 3 and 4 this morning, and they were epic.
Oh man, Tyler, you don't need to live in Trenton. You're better than that.
Oh, he actually lives in Trenton? Holy crap.
I met a guy who was from Ohio once, and he didn't know who Gallagher was, and that was weird for me. So I hope that's not, like, pervasive in your society.
But I will say, one of the things that you can definitely still get at Infinity Flux, holy crap, this book has moved up to $10. But it is...
That's beefy, though. Look how thick that son of a gun is.
It's a pretty solid book, though, and it has a lenticular 3D cover. Let's see if we can get that on there.
Oh!
Yep, it does.
It's
Doomsday Clock, which is the #1 issue. What do we got? Used to live there, moved and didn't look back. Who doesn't know what Galaga is?
Gallagher.
Have a shirt of Galaga.
Galaga.
But I'm actually pretty sure you can get
the comedian Gallagher.
Doomsday Clock #1 for
It's my southern drawl.
cover, maybe? I'm not 100% on that. But like they have like different variant covers. But anyway, this is where The Watchmen, which is that book over there, cross over into the DC universe with Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and all them. And it is, I think it's like 4 issues, maybe 5 issues in so far. Infinity Flux has every single issue. And I would very much suggest.
It's okay. Some
Rising
people like a
Fawn.
country life,
Well, that's
and
like
that's
the
fine.
suburbs
If you
of the
like
suburbs.
to be out and away, it's perfect. I used to live in Lafayette, not of the Louisianas, which is Lafayette. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
But no,
Podunk,
Doomsday
Georgia.
Clock is a pretty hot book
I feel
right
you.
now, so it's going to be hard to find one.
I mean-
#1 for cover. What do we got? Yes, you are, Tyler. Yes. Oh, Lord. Anyway.
I just told him it was fine. Don't go back.
Oh,
on
no,
that.
I wasn't paying any attention. I was over there looking at comic books instead of doing stuff on the air. But anyway, it's actually kind of funny because I actually had some watermelon this morning. It was really good. It's hard to find a good watermelon right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Tyler. I don't... Tell us us about Ohio, Star Fox.
I'm about to play our theme music.
I want to commune with the chatters.
Lindsay's really getting into this chat.
Well, they're so active today. It doesn't have to be about us. It can be about you guys.
I need to figure out
talk
a
about you
way
guys.
to get the chat up on the screen. No, I don't. Because if somebody were to say something out of the way, we would never be able to get rid of it. I would hate to have like a vulgarity or...
So, fun thing on the UNN Facebook page I think it was this week.
Oh, good God.
I had some giggles over this. So, one of the profile pictures of a cosplayer that had been selected for promotion or whatever we call it.
Okay.
You know, a little more scantily clad, but whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of mixed reviews.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people were like, she's gorgeous, go lady, you do you. And then there were people that were like, not nice. But my favorite of the not nice people was the guy that was somehow, I guess, assuming that if he addressed Facebook directly in a comment, that Facebook at large, the entity known as, would respond, and he put, Facebook, why is this showing up in my feed? And you had let him know it was because either he had liked the page or a friend had liked the page. He was like, not in all caps, and I went to his page and checked his likes, and nope, there it was, UNN, right in his likes. I was just like, man, you gonna like yell at us for something you let be in your feed?
Well, what happens...
What had happened was...
Yeah, what happens is...
I'm glad you don't put me in charge of telling people what the hell people are dressed up as. Cause
yeah, I didn't know either.
I'm just like, that's a cool costume, go you. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think it really matters, you know? I mean, if I want to feature one of our normal cosplayers, like, let's say Poetic Steam Hippie, like she's one of our regulars that we feature like once every other week. If I want to post a picture of her in a swimsuit and a ball cap, it doesn't have to be...
Geek Alley.
It doesn't have to be a character.
And Tyler's not a communist. I'm sorry. I got distracted. You guys have been active. You keep talking. I'm going to catch up.
But yeah, I mean, we have cosplayers who dress up as a lot of different things. And occasionally they just put something out there. A picture of them hanging out somewhere. A picture of them at the beach. A picture of them doing whatever. They don't necessarily have to be in costume, but we will still share that because it's neat, or I think it'll get likes. It doesn't really have to be...
I love it when people are like, you're just posting that to get likes.
Of course, that's why we post everything.
That's the purpose of
this. To grow the page.
But, okay, so in Ohio, I have learned that they have 3 seasons. Winter, less winter, and construction. Here in Chattanooga, we have hot, muggy, hot,
and construction.
Why the hell did it get so cold? I'm dying. Hot, sweaty, construction. Hot. Super cold. And that's just Monday through Friday.
Hey, you remember like around April
That's
where we had like second winter?
For like 2 days. Oh, and then there's like rain, thunderstorm, rain.
It rains more here than it does in Florida.
And let's see, and Tyler's not a communist anymore.
Okay.
I'm glad you found your truth and are living it and open on our page. Our air has gotten better in Chattanooga. You are right, Tyler. However, our tourism seems to be kind of putting a crapper on what we're bringing people to town for. Come check out our beautiful gorge and river, and it's beautiful. Come look at it. And now we're going to like just put a bunch of condos on the side of it, just all over it, so you guys have. It's not as pretty anymore down by the waterfront because they keep putting housing that we don't need. Samesies on the weather, Star Fox. Samesies. Pretty much. Except once it's summer, like it's for real summer all the time. Not like Louisiana summer or something. That seems like...
Well, when I strolled in at 5:30 here, my car thermometer said 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But I'm used to not having AC now, so...
Hey, we've got 3 minutes left, and we're down to talking about the weather. So I think that's a good sign that we have run out of time.
It is. We have definitely run out of crap to talk about. Thank you, everyone, for
But what
coming
was the
in.
Geek Alley thing?
I will say that this has been the most active chat on a UNN Live in a very long time.
Come back next time. Give us topics. Or,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, not like don't do our homework for us, but tell us things that you're interested in so that we know which homework to do.
We'll be back in 2 weeks because luckily the Jurassic World premiere doesn't fall on a UNN Live night. So that's really cool. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and play us out on our music, which is...
Which you still won't let me do as a kazoo cover, which is ridiculous.
Make the first move by Radio Cult, which they're really cool. We're going to have something really neat to announce from them towards the first of the year. That's all I'm going to say about that.
With bated breath, they wait. Okay.
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and play us out some theme music. We'll be back in 2 weeks for UNN Live. Everybody who watched us tonight, come back next time. Yeah. And we're going to be doing a lot of different game streams. June 23rd, a week from this coming Saturday, we're going to be doing the UNN Summer Concert Series. One day we're going to get you to one of them.
Yeah.
We are. As long as you don't like...
And someday I will get you guys to come play a game of D&D with me.
Poison or something. We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll play
No more public D&D. Cheese. I've learned my lesson. None of that.
Huh?
No more public cheese. I learned my lesson. Good.
But June 23rd, we're going to be doing the UNN Summer Concert Series. Actually, Jordan, the Wildness, is going to be on. Right now, the roster is me, Amber, Single Sarah, Ashley, and Jordan. It's going to be 5 people. That'll be pretty cool. And we are going to kill 2 birds with one stone that night. And
murder most foul?
Yes. That's actually kind of funny. And we are actually going to draw a name for the Nintendo Switch. Because we did get our 1,000th subscriber about a week ago.
Somebody's going to get a Switch and...
Yep. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brand new Switch. For some lucky fan. Oh, we've already gotten all of the names into the drawing. That you had to be one of our first 1,000 subscribers. And then go to unnprizes.com, which right now is inactive because we're not taking any more subscribers.
Long story short, you missed your chance. Sorry.
Oh, no. But on June 23rd, we're going to announce a new contest. We're always going to have something going.
New contest.
It's going to be like a multi-tier contest where we draw for something at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then 5,000 subscribers. So we're going to have 4 more giveaways over the next 4,000 subscribers.
All right.
We'll see how it works out, but I think it'll be really fun. So, but yeah, Switch will be nice to have, but we are going to be drawing that out of all eligible entries here in just over a week.
All right.
So, anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Lindsay.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you live from Infinity Flux in Hixson, Tennessee. This has been UNN Live, and we'll see everybody... When are we doing something? I think the next broadcast is going to be Sunday night. The Westworld Season 2, Episode 9 live review will be on about 10 o'clock Sunday night right after the show ends. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see everybody in
and Rising Fawn.
A couple of days.
It's just all of Ohio.
Yeah.
Just the whole state.